In my attempts to get out on the river early, I may have gone slightly overboard. It's 10 after 5 right now and it's pitch black. Sunrise not even on the horizon just yet. There's a bit of a mist hanging in the air, so it's nice and misty. But I'm way too early. I used to park in front of this restaurant, but last week this guy decided to make a stench. He put up a little sign here saying no parking, and he called Jaegyong at about, I don't know, 10:30 or 11 o'clock, or 11:30 I think maybe, to tell her that I need to move because he needs to open the restaurant. And as you can see, this parking lot does not get filled. There were maybe 3 cars together with mine. So his little stunt was just a vanity portion of, this is my parking lot and I need it to be empty for my customers. Like, there are hardly any customers ever here, maybe 2 or 3 cars at a time around the time that I get back. And usually I get back before he opens up the restaurant, but last week I didn't make it in time, and so he made a stench. Whatever. So I parked here, a nice spot along the road. Very nice. There's some people jogging. Wild. 5 a.m. in the morning. Pretty good. Well, I'm off. And still no sunshine in sight. I'm literally getting on a river in the night. Well, in the dark. I'm not sure if it's night per se. Well, I'm by the river. You can't see squat, but it looks like I'm a good half hour before the sunrise. Sunrise is at 6. It's 5:30 right now, which is one for the books, I think, because I don't usually get out on the river that early. I mean, I like to be here early, but not this early. There's a mist hanging above the river, so that's going to be interesting. Definitely. That's not the sunrise. That's a fluorescent light bulb over there somewhere. Street lights. Things are looking misty. There's the Pohang Bridge up ahead, and it's behind a cloud of mist. Or just behind a cloud, I guess. But the water is nice and warm. It is nice and warm, and I'm nice and warm. It's actually a very humid day. This part right here after the bridge, after this bridge, it's deep enough to float. Oh, I need a dip though. Oh man, that's cold. Early in the morning. Dip in the morning. It's nice. Oh, cool off a little bit. Wow. Well, the light's coming up, but it seems to be an overcast day, so who knows if there's going to be a sunrise, but it's getting lighter. It's getting brighter out, so that's good. The day's coming. It's about 5:46 right now. Sunrise is supposed to be just around 6, so it should be somewhere on the horizon out there. Of course, can't see it because it's misty. Let's get this show on the road. I managed to get up that little rapid over there. Let's go this way. I've never went this way. I don't think there was ever water down this way. It's shallow, not deep enough for me to get through. You can literally see the bottom here. I'm stuck. But just up ahead, it's literally like a meter away. I can stand up on the board, it's deep enough. It can almost float on its own. The back fin is dragging a little bit. Wow, it's humid today. It feels humid. Like a science fiction fantasy adventure. Into the mist we go. Very noisy over there. Birds are just waking up. I just went past my student, past the bridge over there. There's a little bridge, footbridge, and it's a very good spot for fishing. And I ran into my former student. The guy came to 2 classes and I had to chase after him to get paid to pay me for those classes. I had to message him over and over again. What a silly bugger. So he felt a little awkward seeing me in the water now. But anyway, I'm gonna head over there, find that ecosystem. But yeah, this grass, man, that's pretty freaking high. Ah, man, I'm gonna get eaten by mosquitoes here. Ah, shit. It's not too bad. But yeah. Okay. Ah. Turtles around. Occasionally I see a little head poking out of the water, and then it disappears as they come closer. Oh, it's pretty shallow here. Whoa. Oh man, fish just chilling at the surface here. Okay, not too bad. The entrance was a bit rocky, but I seem to be good over here. Mali informed me last night, or yesterday morning, that it was going to get warmer over the weekend again, hot. And yeah, temperatures are rising, water is evaporating, and so we've got mist on the river. But this area, I think I said that in my last video, I just can't find the files. I put them on my computer somewhere and I can't find the files. So my explanation coming up to you again. I was saying that this area is probably the place where you could drop a boat, get a couple of brewskis, and just chill out on a kayak. Not a motorboat, but a kayak. Throw in a fishing hook and just catch some fish. Because there are fish here. And this is a very cool area. You could swim all the way up there to the footbridge in Mugodong, and between those isles, between those little islets, and just enjoy this area. This is beautiful here, I find. Up to the bridge, goes past the bridge. It's a bit rocky over there, so you wouldn't be able, I mean you probably would, but you don't want to get a canoe over there. But just in this area, it's perfect. I wish I had Eli's canoe here. The bird was just sitting on this branch here and it took off. It's sitting over there right now. There's a crane or an egret or whatever. And these things... Whoa, a big fish too. Last time I was here, water was at 40 centimeters, I think. Weekend before that it was 60, then it was 40. Today, there it is, half a meter. Half a meter. Well, this wasn't here before. This is on the side of the regular waterway. I'm gonna go through here, see where this takes me. I mean, I know where it takes me, but I'm just wondering if I can get through here. It looks like it's okay. Wow, that looks ominous. You can see the sun poking through the clouds. But it's like the mist is just hanging over the city. That looks cool. Along the left bank, because last time I went there, there's some good ways to pass through. Keeps it a bit more interesting, because otherwise this part of the river is a bit monotonous. Whoa, that was a big fish. Look at that wilderness. These buildings are completely shrouded in clouds. It's like a big cloud just hanging right above them. So the people living on the top floor can just begin to see it coming up from behind the cloud there. But basically those three buildings, man, they're like experiencing some high levels of humidity. 100% humidity today for those guys up on the whatever 40th floor or whatever, how many floors there are in that building. Pretty wild. I'm supposed to meet some people I ran into the other week. Charles, who's a fireman. He works for the fire department. I actually don't know what he does, but I messaged him saying they might be coming out and they might be here, so I might run into him and his crew. They do have a paddleboarding club out here, and he says they come out on Saturdays and Sundays, so let's see, maybe we'll meet them. Well, I ran into my river friends. We sat down, had a chat. Charles speaks relatively decent Korean, and his friends, he's 55, the woman's 60, and the other man is 7 years old. Like, these people are way over my age and they're so active. It's amazing, mind-blowing. Thank you too. See you next time. Amazing, people at this age being so active. I was telling them that most Canadians at that age, man, I don't think people stay that active. Most. I'm not saying everybody, but most. Either way, I'm back on track, back in the water. I feel like I need to use the toilet. But the sun is peeking out. It's 8:17 right now. I've been on the river for 2 hours 30 seconds. I've been on the river for 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I think I've got another hour and a half to go before I hit my sweet spot over there. So 2, 3, 4, yeah, about 4 hours. That's usually how it goes. So I should be there by in around 10 o'clock, I think. By 10 o'clock, 10:30, I'd be out of the river, quite possibly back home at the van. Well, this is new. There's a boat and like a little dock. That's interesting. I wonder if there's anybody around. 2 boats. Let's go check it out. It's an interesting contraption. It's got like a whole float with an engine attached to it. It's a little man-made island. Taehwa gang Jongso San. Cleaning crew? Taehwa River cleaning crew? Maybe. Check it out. There's a whole kitchen inside. Butane gas, ramyun pot. Self-sustaining environment here. You could crash in here, technically. And a boat. So this thing can run 2 engines, I guess. I don't know if you can swim it if the boat is attached, but this has an engine in any case. So that's pretty cool, pretty nifty. I'm pretty much at the end of my journey. It's been 3 hours 30 minutes. It's 9, quarter after 9, and I'm just around the bend from the fork. I figure I've got another 30 minutes or so to go before I'm off the river. This has been a fun adventure, another one. On the road or on the water, and I'm back at the final leg of my journey. This is, I keep saying that, but it is my favorite part of the river. I usually strip down to my undies and dip in the water just to wash off the sweat before I go. I lose my suit before I do because it's just, well, the suit is almost dry by the time I get here, so I don't want to get it wet again, because then I'm going to have to stuff it into the bag and then it drips all over my ass while I walk. So I do that. But look at this place. I really need to find out the name of this place, this area, this neck of the woods in the city. But it's 10 a.m., which means hello? Yes. Oh, hello. Hi. Sorry, wife? Oh, I don't know. Don't know, at home I think, sleeping. Yeah. Jonan. No? 안 해요? 아마도 아직 자요. 아니면 그 전화번호, she's calling somebody. Blah blah blah. I'll call her. 나는 네. I got out on the river at about 5:30, so 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. I was out for about, I guess, 4.5 hours, but it says 4 hours on my distance meter there. No idea. Whatever the case, it's 10 o'clock and I'm off the river, so I'm just gonna sit here for a bit, enjoy my coffee, and then trek down to catch a cab. And head home. Take a quick walk up the road. There's a little patio I found by a coffee shop, and then I can cacao a taxi, sit my butt down for a couple of minutes, cacao a taxi, and then I'm off to greener pastures, get home and shower the river water off. Actually, most of the time I just lounge around, but I'm supposed to meet up with Richard today for lunch, so it's gonna give me enough time to get home, take a shower, and we're supposed to meet at noon. Well, at least that's what I told him I'd be ready for. I'm ready a lot earlier, so I've got plenty of time to get myself organized. I was having a chat with Charles, the fireman, works for the city hall. I'm not sure where. I asked him where he works. He said he's a fireman. He works for the city hall, but I mean, that's what firemen do. They're employed by the city hall. I was asking the area he was working at, but nonetheless, the Ulsan SU paddleboarding club has 40 people in it. 10 are active. He seems to be the ringleader, and I guess they get out every weekend, which is good. But I was just amazed at the fact that they're like 50, 60, and 70 years old. All these people so active in their late 70s. It's just I don't think that's a very common thing back home in Canada. I think people around that age group tend to be a lot more dormant for whatever reason, and that doesn't go for every person around that age, but I think the majority of the population above 60, you probably wouldn't catch them standing up on a paddle board in the middle of a river. Probably not something that people do on a regular basis. Whereas here, There's a lot of elderly folks who spent their days either on paddle boards or on bikes across the city, or these exercise gyms, outdoor gyms that are set out along the river all over the place. And these guys on bikes. I usually plant myself right on this patio right here and call my ride. Done. My cab should be here in about 2 minutes time. 고맙습니다. That was not faster than I expected.
한우림?
네?
한우림?
한우리요?
네.
목적지. 네?
한우림 목적지.
몰라요.
한우림은 나오네.
월요일에는 어떻게 처리하라고 문자가 올 줄 알았는데 오지 않았고 화요일과 수요일에도 연락이 없어서 회신이 온 내용은 자기에게 문자하지 마.